Kelly, can you give me a definition of what a non-traditional student is?
At Johnson, if you're not the person just right out of high school, you're a non-traditional.
Now, Kelly, what made you come to Johnson Bible College?
Well, first off, it was really something that God, I felt, wanted me to do, and He had placed upon my heart a real desire to preach. And I see Ashley Johnson's vision on the website, open day or night to any poor boy who desires above all else to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ. And I'm amazed. I'm like, wow, this is perfect.
Now, you said that you worked in a traditional workplace before.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of job were you pursuing before you came to Johnson?
Well, for 25 years, I've been working at different automotive dealerships in their parts department.
Well, now that's a big difference from cars to preaching.
Well, it's an amazing thing because when a lot of people don't realize we are a very service-oriented society. And being in the parts department, every day I'm interacting with mechanics and people off the street. And they come in with all sorts of trouble. Well, you start to understand people dynamics. And I think God actually used that entire time to help me understand how people tick and to maybe pull myself aside a little bit and address their real problems and help them at the same time.
What's it like 20 some odd years later going back to a classroom setting?
It's really kind of cool because when I was the traditional student age, 18, 19 years old, it was kind of looked down upon to be a nerd or a geek, what people call it. But it's amazing. I come to Johnson and people respect and like other people who know things and are a traditional bookworm kind of a person is actually valued. And I think that's very interesting about this whole generation. So they've really embraced me.
Do you ever feel intimidated that your classmates, for the most part, are the same age as your daughters, or even some of the professors may be younger than you? Does that intimidate you in any way?
Age wasn't really a problem for me. I thought it might be. Coming back to school, I didn't know quite what to expect. But people are people.
Have you met any other non-traditional students?
The non-traditionals around here really support each other. I live in a neighborhood called Old Orchard Court, and up and down the street we have barbecues once or twice a year. We know each other by name. We know each other's children. It's a pretty unique experience because you've got other people that are going through the same struggles of trying to raise a family that you are. And that's very helpful and binds you together. It helps you support.
What do you think are the major obstacles that hold people back from coming back to school?
Fear of being able to balance their lives with family and work. How do I put all the pieces together?
It's a big risk and a big commitment. Do you think people realize that when they have like these dreams? Do you think they immediately think of the risk and the commitment that's involved?
I think that's what scares people, is the risk and the commitment. The reward is the thing that people don't see. And you can't know a thing until you experience a thing. Until you go, you won't know that it was all worth it, that the dream actually can be alive, that that thing that drives you inside actually can come true. And that's why I would highly recommend that to anybody who has that dream. It shouldn't be just in your heart. It needs to be expressed. And if you've got that dream, you need to chase it.